All right, so moving on with my coloring book collection, let's look at Maria Trolle. First up, we have Blomster Mandala, which was translated into Twilight Garden. But it's a bit interesting because it's actually, the literal translation would be a flower mandala, or bloom mandala maybe. And then they went with Twilight Garden instead, and then the second book came out, and the literal translation would be the Twilight Hour, and instead they had to choose Nightfall, so they didn't have Twilight 2 times, I guess. But yeah, okay. Anyway, Blomster Mandala, and I've done the nameplate page. I've already showed that recently. There are quite a few in here. I did a lot of Maria Trolle recently, so yeah. This one also I showed recently, done with marker scribbling. I like how that turned out. It's such vivid colors. And this is one of my favorite images. Also, I think Blomster Mandala might be my favorite in this book. I love this image also. It might be my favorite book of Maria Trolle is what I'm trying to say. This one I did a while ago. It's my favorite spread in the book. And yeah, I quite like how I colored this. This is water-based markers, some pencils on top. There's some gel pen, some Posca. I wish I hadn't chosen gray for the hammock and the little bird. What's that? A bird feeder? Bird house, maybe? But yeah, I wish I would have gone with more like these vivid colors that I have in the cushion there, to have more of that. But I love these two bushes. I love the painting the inside sort of in a dark color and then having the leaves a bit lighter. I love that in Maria Trolle's designs. I do it a lot, you'll probably see. I love this image as well. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful in here. This one I also haven't done yet, but I would like to. Then we have, oh, here we have a little mandala. This is a forever work in progress. This is just pencils, just polychromos. And yeah. It's been like this like for a long while, maybe since I bought the book, and that's, I don't know when that happened, but it's a long year, many years ago. This one I like a lot. It's done with water-based markers and sort of scribbling and shading with pencils above. I really like how this one turned out. I love the colors. I love how vivid it is. Really, I really like that. So yeah. Then we have, oh yeah, we have my little fox. This was for a fox color along, I think, on Instagram. And yeah, it's Inktense and some pencils on top. And yeah, I'm a bit torn about whether I like how it turned out or not. I think I would like to, I like this, but I would like to do it in a different color combo another time. So that's one of the images I would like to redo, but I wouldn't buy a book for that, the whole book again, I guess. I would trace it or something. This is mindless, and I wish I wouldn't have done it in this book. Because like I have a few books that I color mindlessly in, and yeah. Yeah, this is in progress since forever. I did a really, you know, sometimes backgrounds don't turn out, even for me. So I covered this with acrylic paint, and we'll see. It's just a marker base right now. This one yeah. I like the bike. And I sort of like the moss. And here I also have the texture on both the bike. The brown there is done with the marker dots. And the same goes for the moss in the background. But I wish, or I'm thinking of covering these flowers, maybe. Or darkening the leaves. You see I've started darkening them a bit here, but I'm not sure I like that, so I've kept it. Or left it, I mean. I do it a lot, you know, let pages breathe until I know what to do. And this is just my Inktense start. Alright, so that's Blomster Mandala, not that much done in it. Then we have Skymningstimman or Nightfall. And again, the nameplate page. This is one of my, or this is my least favorite. No, it's one of my least favorite nameplate pages in Maria Trolle books. But yeah, it's all right. You know, when I say stuff like that, it's not like I'm really beating myself up. It's just a statement of how I feel at the moment, and it can change also. But yeah, this one I showed recently. I really like how it turned out. Yeah. Then we have these two. These two are oldies, and oh, it's a bit washed out. Let's see if I can maybe show you. There we go. There's some true color. So this one is, yeah, it's Inktense with pencils on top for both of these, and I changed the designs a bit. I did that a lot in Maria Trolle books, by the way. Like here, I changed the, I guess her hair a bit, and added a bit of her hair there, and on the rabbit I changed his midsummer, is it a wreath? It's called a wreath? No, what is it called when I have flowers in, I think it's called a wreath. No, a wreath is like the coral reef or something. You know, things like that. That's midsummer imagery. Oh my god, I'm a bit tired today. But yeah, so yeah, both of these are Inktense and pencils on top, and I really like how they turned out. Let's see if I can maybe turn the light a bit away. Is that better? Maybe that's better. It's probably, oh, it's going to differ if the background is white or if it's black. What lighting should be best? That's fun. Yeah, so here we go. That's, yeah, this is the first time I colored with the skin with aquarelle, or what's it called? Watercolors. So I did the base with watercolors and pencils on top, and I sort of mixed my own light skin color, which was fun. And I like the colors I chose. I was really proud of this one for a long while. I still am, I guess. And yeah. Then we have, oh yeah, here's some, I've changed a bit, added some grass there. Here's one I'm still not decided on how I want to change her. I want to have some hair over here, but I'm not sure how it should fall. So I haven't filled it in yet. And then we have, I've marked some of the pages that I want to do. Oh yeah, this one is, yeah. I really liked this for a long while until I did the butterflies. And it's something about the black. I guess it's that, because these three things are black, right? And then I would want something more here to be black to sort of balance it out or something. And yeah, I think that's what's bothering me. But in theory, I like this picture. Then we go with, I think that might be, oh no, I have the, is that a weasel? Yeah, I think it might be a weasel. But yeah, I like this one as well. It's Inktense and pencils. And I even did the first strokes, but not that overly ambitious with it. Yeah, this one is in progress, or I guess it could be finished, but I'm calling it in progress, I think. But it's Inktense right now, just Inktense. And I plan to go over it with pencils a bit. Do you even see, like in the background, there's some extra leaves I added? I think they aren't really visible. But yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one is a forever work in progress. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. Oh, I changed the design a bit. I like that I changed the design a bit. I'm not sure what to do with the ghosts in her hair. And I'm also not sure about the color combo of purple and red in the same picture. I usually go for either purple or red, I think. Might have some when I do both, but usually I choose one or the other. And yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. We'll see. Someday I'll return to that. I always return to my whips. So yeah, that's Skymningstimmen. Next we have, I'm not sure of the order here, if Flora came before Botanicum. No, Botanicum came first. Oh well. It's not that important anyway, it's just my... yeah. Alright, so this one is the nameplate page. Showed this one recently as well. Oh, I have some stains. Well, I'll take a rubber to it later. Hope it goes away. Yeah, this one is done with Inktense, water-based markers. I'm trying to show you the real color. There we go. Inktense, water-based markers, and pencils. And this is another case of like, I knew I wanted these trees to be pink because like I wanted it to be springtime. But then as soon as I'd color those pink, everything turned out pink. Like not only the flowers here, but there's, you know, pink in the bushes, there's pink like in the background here. And I do like the design, I do like the results, I mean, but it's just, yeah, another example of pink just taking over the picture without asking me for permission. I like how she turned out. I like how rainy and cloudy the picture is. Let's see, it's there, maybe that's a bit more correct. But yeah, because on midsummer it's always almost always raining. Or at least it used to. Now these days with climate changes and all of that, it's a bit more, we have warmer summers or like more sunny summers, I feel like. Or maybe that's just some weird bias. This is in progress. Then we have, yeah, I like, this is one of my favorites of in Maria Trolle's books. It's done with water-based markers and pencils on top, and I actually dated it. I do that with some pictures that I feel like I'm extra proud of, sort of. So this is 2019 in October. I colored this. And yeah, I really like it. I still really like it. I like the colors. Oh, and also I've run out of most of these colors. So because I had in my markers sets, I had some favorite colors, but then it's because it's budget markers, you have to buy the full set to get the same colors again, and I didn't feel like that. So yeah, so instead I'm trying to survive without those. But I did buy some Tombows in similar colors, so yeah. This one is also pink taking over the page, but it's quite, I mean, it's a different color palette, and I kind of like it anyway. Yeah, I love that I went, you see this, this is what I talked about earlier also, like using a dark background in the bushes and then lighter leaves. I like doing that in her books. It's so satisfying. But yeah. The background is done with water-based markers and some pencils on top, but not a lot. I think you can see the shine there. Yeah, maybe not. But yeah, I like this. I love this picture. I would love to do it someday. Let's see what more we have here. Oh yeah, this is a work in progress forever. I don't always write down what colors I'm using, but I did for this one. But yeah, it's Inktense, polychromos, and fine liners. And yeah, it's just that there's so many of them. There's so many leaves. But yeah, someday I'll feel like doing that, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the one I did recently now for the, there's a color along for this one. Well. And yeah. And this one I also did recently. I did it for this Halloween. And I can't really see if you have a glare or not, but yeah. And that's it for Botanical. Next up we have Flora. And the nameplate page again. And then we have, I think this is the Maria Trolle book that always surprises me how many pictures I've colored in it. And this is done with just pencils. So like, I do color with just pencils also sometimes. Can you believe it? Let's see, I'm trying to show you the colors again. Something like that is a bit more representative, I think. But yeah, it's just polychromos and a lot of fun. Took ages. Then we have this one. I like this a lot. It reminds me of the neighbor's house in Slovenia where my parents live. So like with the sea, and then you would have this. What are those called in English? Ciprese. Well, anyway, and you would have crickets always in those, and they would sing. But I think these colors, I'm not sure if I managed to catch like either early spring it would be if there's roses. But yeah, I like that one. And we have this one. This is Inktense and oh no, it's Inktense and Lyra water crayons. Maybe some pencils also. Oh, and I think the dress is marker. Might be more marker also. Yeah, the frame. And I think these yellow things in. Oh, I looked up what that's called. I looked up, and it's actually the problem was that you don't have one name for the whole center of the flower. You have two names, one for the male parts and one for the female parts. And oh my god, do I need? Yeah, no, I have it here. Okay, good. So yeah, the pistil would be. Oh no, now this flower seems. I think these things that are shown here would only be the stamen. So only the male parts, and then you would have the female parts somewhere. But I guess maybe Maria Trolle cheated a bit, or not. I'm not sure. I'm not a botanist. Obviously not, since I didn't know that. Or I did probably sometimes, like in primary school, I guess. That's where you learn about stuff like that in biology. Or maybe in the secondary school. Anyway, so yeah, this is a work in progress forever. This is Inktense and pencils on top. But here you can see, like, so the center here on this flower, I guess, would be a lot of pistils. So a lot of female parts there, and then you would have the male parts around them, and they are called stamen. Haha! I learn things. So yeah, Inktense here, and some pencils. And yeah, I tried to like go in and make these white watery things, but I'm not sure I succeeded. It's I tried to think about. No, I have to do more like reference research there to see like how the shadows and the reflecting light plays on water. I'm really not sure. It's a bit. It's tricky. Water is tricky. Yeah, I colored him. I tried to color. As I said before, I try to color men as much as possible. And Maria Trolle has some lovely images of both men, and in this one she also has like an old lady, and yeah, there she is. I would love to color her also, but I'm not sure I like the little fairies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit particular sometimes. I like this one a lot also. And then I colored her. I went with the blue poppies. As I said, I don't usually even check what the different things are. I mean, I guess that could be a good way to learn flowers, and I would like to know more flower names and stuff like that. But then I'm like not sure which language I would like to learn them in. Like if you would go for Swedish, English, or Slovenian. I guess you could go for the Latin names, but that seems a bit I don't know, like people don't really know the Latin names, right? So, and what's the, I mean, I guess it's a bit cool to know, to say that you know all Latin names, but I feel like languages are, yeah, they're meant to be used. So, but then again, who do I talk about with flowers? I guess you guys. so well, whatever. But yeah, this one I like a lot also. I dated it again. I did it more or less at the same time as the other one I dated before, and so 19th October 2019. And I like this one a lot. I actually wrote a haiku for it also, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. And this is a work in progress since a few winters back. And it's I have like 5 different albecturer, and one of them is this light blue, light ultramarine blue, because I felt like the ink tents were a bit short on light colors, so I bought a few light albecturer pencils. And next up we have Luna, and here I've done the nameplate page. I've done this picture. This was done with the war technique, so like water-based markers scribbled quite harshly, sort of, or not really caring about anything, and then using pencils to blend it together. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. And I think for once the lighting is doing it justice, actually. Nice. Let's see, then we have I think I saw one before here. So this one is done, this was for a sepia color along, and aquarelle as a base, and just colored the whole thing just a wash with brown, and then I went in with pencils, both dark and light, to like do a bit of shading and highlighting, I guess. And there's some gel pen and some fine liner as well. I showed that recently. So yeah, this one I did a while ago. It's water-based marker background, this brown, and then it's ink tents for more or less everything else, and some pencils. I'm not sure I used some pencils on the leaves or if I left that. Oh, it seems I just left that. That's just ink tents. But there's some pencils on her hair at least, and her skin, I think. Then we have this one is in progress. This is just a gradient, marker gradient on there. Then we have, oh yeah, this is a forever. No, it's not forever, but it's I started this a while ago and I still haven't returned to it. But it's just some marker scribbling right now. And you see, I really ignored the lines, and that's sort of what I'm going for there. We'll see how it turns out. Oh yeah, so this one was done, so this is spoilers for this month, finished pages, I guess. But this one I did recently, and this one was supposed to be the color along, but then, yeah, I got a bit too perfectionistic with how the video was turning out, so I scrapped the video. But you got the rabbit instead. Wait, let's see. Then we have, oh, we're already finished. Look at that. We have the last one this is the new one. It came out this month, I think. It's Moondoll, so the Moon Valley, I guess it's going to be translated into. And I love this. I love that the paper here is, all her other books have like the black paper. Come on, show me. Here, all her books have like this when you open it up. This one has this wonderful, wonderful teal color. Yeah. And I did the nameplate page. This is also spoilers. And I am not sure I like how it turned out, but hey, it's done. And yeah, water-based markers, ink tents, and pencils. That's it. This is a lovely book. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so that's all the books. But then, as I've already mentioned some years ago, I had a bit of anxiety over not finishing actual books. So to combat that, I pulled out pages from some of the pages that I didn't want to color. So like in, especially Botanicum, I think suffered. So I haven't pulled anything out of, what's it called? Blomster Mandala. So the first one, Twilight Garden. But I did pull quite a few out from Botanicum. I love Botanicum. I mean, also like, it's a bit like the average of a Blomster Mandala suits my style of coloring better, but Botanicum had some pages that were like really wonderful. Yeah, but you can see there the thickness is a bit. I pulled out a lot of Botanicum, but hey, whatever floats your boat, I think. Let's see. So, but the pictures that I did, because like it's double-sided, right? Sometimes I didn't want to color the back of an image, but I would like to color the front of an image. And then when I pull it out, I can use alcohol markers and everything like that, and not care about the book sort of getting not ruined, but because I would like to someday be able to flip through my reduced version of Botanicum and sort of see it colored. So yeah, this hedgehog here is my first time blending with alcohol markers. First and maybe only time actually. But I liked doing this. It was a lot of fun, really. So this is only alcohol markers, and I was quite proud. This one is alcohol markers, Inktense, and water-based markers, and I really like how it turned out. It's so, it has such beautiful muted colors. I love my muted colors. And these two were done a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, I like them. What more is there to say? It's Inktense, water-based markers, and pencils. And oh yeah, then there's these two, and this is just quick Inktense work, and this one I did recently with marker scribbling. Yeah, and then okay, so usually I don't really I have books where I care about how I color, how like the end result turns out, and I have books where I don't care how the end result turns out. And Maria Trolle is our books that I do care about how the end results turns out, more or less, like not like that, like care about it like I'm beating myself up or anything like that, but still, you know, I like it when it's it gives me satisfaction to feel like I've completed a page that I like. That said, that's not always a thing that happens, and I don't throw away pages that I don't like. And you know, sometimes or often, I can later on, it's slowly creeping up here. I can later on like see what I want to, what I need to add to the page to make myself like it. And so I don't throw it away. Sometimes I revisit them later. Usually I don't hide them like this, but sometimes I do. And here we have two pages that I've hidden away. And we have this winter girl. Oh yeah, and the reason why I hide them away is again just to sort of reduce the anxiety, because like it's supposed to be a fun hobby, and if I feel like, I mean, yeah, I don't need to look at my failures, and I say the word failure slightly. As I said, I see it more like a work in progress, but right now I need to let these pictures rest, and I need to not feel bad. Like I don't need to be reminded about them, so I hide them away, and I mean that's just the way I cope. So yeah, but yeah, this one might be turning around on this one finally. It's taken me years. The problem was I bought a set of skin markers, and I didn't see or didn't test it out enough to see what the skin color actually is. And I think it looks better on camera than it does in real life. In real life, it's really yellow. She looks like she's got like the is it when your liver is failing, right? When you become yellow or something like that. Yeah. yeah, that's the problem with this one, or was the problem. So I did the skin, and then I tried to compensate for the yellow by like doing this blue, and don't ask me how that works. I think it's something the color wheel. I don't really use the color wheel, I just go with whatever feels right, and it felt right to use this blue, gray, brown palette to try to mute down the yellow, I guess. But now I feel like maybe I should... I don't know. I'm still not quite sure how to save this one. But I mean, maybe it's not that bad. Or yeah, no, it's quite... It's not my taste. I mean, I guess someone else might like it. It's not like... Yeah. Moving on. We have this one, which I also hid away recently. And I can't even tell you why I don't like this one. I guess it's something with the color palette, and something with like the bleeding. I did the bleeding intentionally, so like making this red, for example, bleed into the background and the green. And I think I don't like that. And I don't know... Yeah, as I said, these two are right now hiding away. Not shamefully, just strategically. They're strategically hiding away. It's like a strategic retreat. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. That's what I'm going for. Don't judge me too much. Yeah. It's like I said, whatever floats anyone's boat. Like, let's just not... yeah. Yeah, so that's my Maria Trolle colored pages. And see you around for the next video. Bye!